Righto, there we go. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday again. It is Spain this evening for Division 2, so welcome to FTR Racing. With me, I've got Super D, Premier Division driver for the Alpine, also team principal for Alpine. So, welcome, buddy.
Thank you for that introduction. Looks like we have a dry quality so far, so the good luck continues with tier 2.
I tell you what, they've
not
had so
getting a
much
wet
luck,
race,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, yes, we always get wet races, and these guys are just getting clear dries. It's like, I don't know what's happening.
I
We just
don't know
closed in tier
either.
1.
I do not either. So if you do follow us every week, you'll see that there's a couple of familiar faces that's not here this evening. FTRF1 ZA, a big shout out to Sean. He's on holiday. Have a brilliant holiday, my buddy. And then you'll also see that our new guys are still around. Clay TG Bosso. I battled to get that. I just call him Clay. Clay is standing in an Alfa Romeo. He's actually got a permanent drive, I think, in Alfa Romeo now. So he's a permanent driver. So it's not a reserve anymore. So he's joined Nike in the Alfa Romeo. And then Warlock Austin has as a team principal. He's moved himself now into the team principal role and moved himself up to Premier Division. So well done to him. Other familiar faces, Jits. He is in the Mercedes. He is a reserve driver for Mercedes tonight in the place of FTRF1 ZA. And then Dan, he basically started with us last week. Just going through the list here. And then all the familiar faces. Our championship leaders also back this week. Nick Kishan, after his holiday in Cape Town. And apparently had a nice ball in Cape Town. So still waiting for photos. Anyway, welcome back, Nick.
So we've got Ron starting this lap first. Predictions, Avalanche, for times for Q1. What do you think is going to be the cutoff?
Oh my word, I tell you what, after this new game update and car update, I think a lot of people is going to battle with traction, or I feel I have. It's going to be interesting. I would have said, I know time 12 times, it's probably 116 flat for Premier Division. Division 2, I would say probably 117 flats, 117 ones. If Nick and Arnu and Brad and Shakes maybe can get good laps up. 117 ones maybe. I'm not sure if they will get into the 116s. But definitely 117s, yeah. It's going to be interesting.
Premier Division. It's going to be about the 16 and mid 116. I think tonight we're looking at, I think Q1 we're going to look at maybe a high 17. Let's see what happens.
Look, what I've seen was from the guys. I mean, I'm talking about the really fast guys, the one lap guys, as we join Ron on his fast lap. You can already see Ron is battling with traction out there.
Yeah, definitely.
But, you know, if Nick Gisham and Arne Goos and Brad and Shakes and even Stoffel can really get a lap together, you know, one of those good lap nights, they can really get into the 116s. You know, Nick and Arnu and even Brad, those guys have been putting in quality times for Premier Division.
Hey, Ron crosses the line with a 119.
Yeah, that's a good banker lap. I tell you what, I mean, for those of you who don't know F1, there's 16 drivers here. We will only lose one driver that will not go through to Q2, so it's basically the top 50 that will go through. So, yeah, predictions on... It's been really interesting the couple of weeks. We're not sure who drops out and why they drop out, so it's not like in real F1 where you know that a Mick Schumacher or a Mazepin is not going to make it through to Q2 or to Q3. Yeah, it's quite tight, so it's important for the guys to put laps up, and it's no magic yet, but also Super D, you do not want to put a 117 on in Q1 and then slam it into the wall. And then go to quality. You do not want to do that.
No, that's the worst that can happen right now. But it looks like Arno set a 118.1, and then we got Porter with a very good time there, 118.3. Let's hope he can continue his luck from last week and actually finish another race again.
I tell you what, traction is so difficult. Stoffel also just losing the rear. I think it's in turn 8. Yeah. And I'm currently, runs a bit wide. The fact that that's not invalidated. Stoffel, that's going to be invalidated, mate. Yeah. That's going to be your next lap as well, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see if he crosses the lines. Probably going to just not reset itself. No, that will be the next lap too. So a bit out of shape there in sector 3. Let's just see teachers on an out lap. Nick Gisham, he's on a lap. He's in Sector 2 at the moment, so let's get on board with him. Follow him around Sector 2.
I'll do the same.
Yeah, looks good. Purple
Let me
Sector 2 for
see.
him.
I think who else is out? Nick. I think I'll jump on Turnable and just monitor him, see if there's anything that goes right here.
There we go. So Nick looks very smooth. I think that holiday did him well. Away from the PlayStation, away from the game. Pulls the car nice and straight, runs a bit of curve there. Ooh, ooh.
Medium odds Avalanche?
117.2. Yeah, I tell you what, the amount of safety cars that is generated in most leagues, and it's not just FTR, it's really all over the place. I don't know, looking on a really good lap here as well. I just want to see 62 times. You know, it might not be a bad option to go a two-stopper because the safety cars is just basically going to force you. And I know it's 3 tenths up on his time. So he's looking to break the 118 mark to get into the 117s. Looks much better from Arne.
Turnable's also struggling with traction, eh? He's
everyone is. And I mean, just for people at home, most of these drivers do use the assist of medium traction. And automatic gears, which helps you a little bit out of corners, as Arne goes second with a 117.5. So they battle to keep it on track. You know what? It's going to be difficult. Stoffel is on a lap. He's in Sector 1. So the Williams driver, he's driving for Team Williams, and obviously Saki Biena, team principal there.
Looks like Porter retired and put. He's happy with his time. Looks like he's not going to go out again.
Well, you know what? Why risk it? Why risk it? You're currently sitting in third. You know, guys might go 118.5s, 118.4s. You might just sneak through. Only one guy. You know, it just takes one DNF and Gerrit is through. So, you know, why run the risk? I mean, I did that in Zandvoort, which was extremely stupid of me because I had really good qualifiers in Zandvoort, and I just went out on the second lap just to feel the track, and I put it in the wall, which was really not the most cleverest thing to do. Stoffel goes purple in Sector 2.
Jump on Dan.
Right, yeah, DRS Dan, he is in our Aston Martin.
So he's coming up on Sector 3.
And the other guy that we haven't seen tonight, which we do need to mention, is Carl Heltzinger. He's got a race ban for this evening for an infringement last week. So he will be back next week. And Stoffel goes fourth with a 118.4. It's a good lap by Stoffel. Salzmeister and Alpine. He's on an outlap, so we'll stick with him.
Dan's also struggling profusely.
So, I tell you what, Super D, you know, they obviously said they tweaked the cars to be more realistic, and I'm unfortunate I lost a lot of settings and stuff, but this is probably not a track that you want to do just after an update.
Ooh, Dan almost hitting the wall there.
Alright,
not resetting.
So well done, Dan. Good job, mate. I tell you what, the traction just... And you can put a 16 wing on that rear. The rear is just loose. I tell you what, it doesn't matter what wing.
I would like to see what happens if they ever go on that hard way. As either, like I said, the two-stopper where they go soft, medium, or if they want to go on the hard, it's going to make things really interesting with that traction.
Look, I still believe that if you get the hards, and there's certain drivers that's really good at that. You know, Burries is really good at that. Carl Heltzinger is really good at that. They really get the tires to a good temperature in the first 2 laps. Don't overdrive the tire. And it's almost like the tire just comes to them. So, you know, Carl is one of those people, and he's not here tonight, but Carl can switch a hard on so quickly. It's ridiculous. And he's had some great results by doing that, where people battle on the hards. And it's also probably setup related. But yeah, so currently at the moment, Nike, and Dan losing it again. I tell you what, this is tricky. Go into the pits, let them put some brushes on those tires, get it cleaned up, go out on the same set and just try to go for it. So he was off again on a 120.2. Oh my word. Alright, let's go to Salzmeister, because I tell you what, I feel for him because I just found it very difficult after the update. But Salzmeister, he's in Sector 2, he's in Alpine. Strategy for your drivers, you know, some drivers are listening. I don't want you to give everything away from an Alpine team principal point of view. But let's just talk about the team. How's the team been going? And
so as I've mentioned previously, Sols is quite relatively new to the game, but I feel Sols has been making big strides, putting in the time, you know, and I could see starting to reap the rewards. He's quite decent in the rain as well. His pace is definitely improving day by day. So, yeah, big ups for Sauls for putting the time and effort and trying to make a fight of the championship and actually come back and maybe try and give Nick an run. So let's see what
Absolutely.
transpires over the season.
Probably not the best track as a rookie is Spain,
Yeah.
and it's almost like Monaco.
Oh, not bad from
Yeah,
Sauls
not
with the
bad.
89. You see,
189. Yeah, not
yeah,
clean whatsoever, but that was good enough for seventh. Ron is popped into
yeah.
sixth and he's retired.
Look at Storm also improving with the 18-4. I mean, yes, these guys were struggling in the beginning, so they're coming
Yeah,
to the
that's
party now.
and Division One. I mean, obviously yourself and
Tormund.
Torment having some really good results recently. I mean, that must be encouraging for you.
Yeah, no,
Little
definitely.
bit of bad luck for you, obviously, with a couple of
Yeah,
DNFs, but Torment doing a good job at the moment for you.
yeah, no, definitely. He's got broad shoulders, so he can carry me where I get a bit of pedal happy, and I don't want to send it too much, you know.
Yeah, don't worry. I think my teammate's also carrying me at the moment. It's just not working for me. But hey, it is the long season. There is always season two or season five, so it will come. It will eventually come.
Yeah.
Patience.
And, and and Netherlands was such a difficult track. Yes, so I had the pace. This is just the overtaking opportunities.
I just didn't find Zandvoort difficult at all. I just, a little bit out there for Nike, so she's invalidated her lap. She was in a really good lap there in sixth. That probably
Yeah.
would have been a 118.5, so that was a really good lap by
Yeah,
her.
Nike also making big strides and improving week on week also.
I
So
tell you
big ups
what,
to her as well.
from playing the game for the first time and putting your car up, I mean, she scored
Yeah,
regular points, got into Q3. Yeah, big heads up for
no,
her.
definitely. Yeah,
So,
making big
guys in
strides.
trouble at the moment. Chaplin in the Mercedes, or the McLaren, we haven't been really with him, and I'm getting on board with him now. He's got an Alfa Romeo in front of him that might be Clay.
Avalanche,
Let's
and if
just,
I'm not mistaken, Nike's on the wheel as well, and she's improving quite quickly.
I
That's
am
not an
not
easy
sure.
thing to do. I
Yeah,
think
I'm not
she's on
sure.
Barris's wheel, because I
Yeah.
know Barris is on the wheel, so I think Nike is racing on the wheel as well.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. But in essence, wheel controller, she's doing a stellar job at the moment.
Yeah,
So Chaplin is on the left. I'm just going through him in sector two. So his teammate teacher, so the McLaren team currently 10th and 16th. We're going to talk a little bit about where the champion stands at the moment, maybe a bit more of that in Q2. I'm just having a look here. Who else is on track?
yeah. Looks like Jits, Turnable, Clayton, Dan, did I say Shakes and Chaplin? They're struggling a bit with the new dynamics of the game with the new handling model. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
tell you
it's
what,
just
I
not the
didn't
easiest.
spend a lot of time yet. I've lost majority of my settings and all my setups and stuff due to this update, but I am also battling. It's probably not going to suit me very nicely. But yeah, guys in trouble this evening already is Chaplin, and we're just waiting for him to cross the line. Probably going to be a 121 or 122, 120. That's not
Yeah,
safe. So guys in
yeah,
trouble, yeah, I would think anyone in the 120s is in trouble. Dan, Tunable, Jits, Shakes. Um, yeah, and you know what's the frustrating part? You know, guys like Brad and Shakes, who's actually fighting for the championship. You know, if they change the game model, um, so early, it is so difficult if you can't find it.
yeah,
That I mean, if they can't find it in three races, it's game over for them. It's really game over for the World Championship for driver. I'm not going to say team because there's still plenty of fish in the sea to do that. But
yeah,
from a driver point of view, you know, another three wins for Nick or for Arno, these guys DNFing, it's going to put so much pressure on them with only 18 races in a season. And it's really
yeah.
unfair. You know, change the game model, I get that. But wow, man, 3 months, 4 months into the game and you want to go change car dynamics, that's a bit
Yeah,
harsh.
you basically just settling and becoming comfortable with the old model, and they surprise you without any heads up. Hey, here's a new model for you guys. It's for you
Yeah, you know,
to
everyone thought it
yeah,
was just going to be a track edition, and you know, I'm on the forum on Codemasters, and you know, people are threatening to get a refund for the game because your game data has been lost. Like me, for instance, I have no safe game data. Good lap there by Shakes 117.8. I lost all my game data. So these people who's been playing career mode in my team from the moment the game launched, and these guys are on season two of my career or my team, and they just lost everything. They have to start all the way from the beginning again. So all the helmets that they've purchased is gone with their bitcoins. And people are threatening Codemasters and they say, look, well, you know, it's PC, it's Xbox, it's PlayStation. It's not happened to everyone. You know, a lot of people still has these setups. I'm unfortunate I've lost everything.
Yeah,
But
I
people are
still got
threatening
mine
and say,
luckily.
look, you need to give us our money back because you basically gave us a new game on Tuesday. And all the hard work that we've done is now gone. So we want a refund or you must fix it. So I'm not sure if there's enough people complaining to get a fix out of Codemasters or EA. But yeah, I think it's a bit harsh. I think it's, yeah. Right, so at the moment, Chaplin is in trouble, Jits is in trouble, Tunable is on track. I want to see Sector 2 times for Tunable, see if he's up or not.
I think I'll move to Chaplin quickly. See what
Right,
Chaplin's
so have a
doing.
look at him, yeah, just see if his sector times are up or down.
Yeah, he's about 1/10 up, so not a great deal. Better,
Well,
but he will
Tunable is
push
about
this
almost
out.
2/10 up, so if Tunable can put this together, that will drop him to 120.2. That might to get him out of trouble.
Yeah,
And a big moment in a Ferrari, just runs wide, loses traction in sector 3.
looks like
Um,
Chaplin might put Jets out. Let's see. Yeah, so Jets is now in danger. But he's on the outlap, so let's see if we can
right,
improve.
so
Let's give him some airtime before he has to
yeah,
drive. So
Jits is one of our new drivers. He's a permanent driver in the Haas team, but obviously Haas doesn't have a team principal. So he's definitely driving for a seat in the top teams. Obviously looking ahead of next season as well. You want to get picked as a driver from a team principal. So it's important for Jits to start getting some decent qualifying sessions. You know, points is awarded to 12th. So hang in there. You never know what might happen in front of you. You might score a point or two. But he needs what? He needs 3/10 to get him out of
yeah,
trouble. Tunable's in the pits. He's not going to make another lap. So let's see. 3/10. So Jits needs this. Makes our life easier as a commentary team. So let's get on board with the Mercedes driver. A little bit tentative into turn one and two, which is expected. Ooh, don't run wide. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's not invalidated. Ooh,
so he's 4/10 up already.
down. 4/10
down. Yeah,
down.
sorry.
Oh, word, this is going to be difficult. This is going to be a mountain to climb for him. Let's see, let's see. This is a track where you can gain a lot of time if you get it right, though, especially through this section. Going to third.
Ooh, nearly losing the car.
Almost losing it. Talk about real driving experience. Yeah, it's not easy, is it? So I expect him to probably be about 5/10 down, 6/10 down. Oh, a 10 down. So he did make some time up there. So come on, Jits, come on there, get on it, get on the throttle, you've got nothing to lose, send it. Let's see if he can get himself in there. Outbrakes himself slightly, maybe a bit too eager. Hit that apex, hit the next one, yeah, get on it, get on it.
Let's go. Looks like he had a decent third sector.
Is this gonna be?
Yes, really, really, at least he pulled it back a bit, eh? So if he just had a better first sector, he would have been through. If he hadn't lost the time on the sector
If he didn't lose that first sector time, he would have been easily through to Q2. So, but a good effort anyway by the Mercedes reserve driver. Well done, Jits. So if no one DNFs, if no one drives into a wall, which is not impossible around here, it
looks like just Clayton's out, but I think Clayton retired now. So everybody's sticking to the rules, nobody resetting the track.
Yeah, that is absolutely awesome. Well done to everyone. Alright, so there's your confirmation,
and looking very good. Shakes look like he's up for it as well. Clayton, not bad. He was in the 17s, and then we've got Botha with a gap to close, but I think Botha was just sandbagging, was just happy to set a safe lap there. I think Stoffel the same, because I know Stoffel is quite quick as well. Let's see if Storm can improve, Nike can improve, the teacher, Ron, Sauls, Brad is really struggling with the new model, but it looks like because you would normally be in the top 5. And then we've got Dan that looks to be struggling as well, and Chaplin. So yeah, let's see what transpires in Q2.
Yes, just while we get over to Q2 and guys getting ready, it's just some shout outs on YouTube. Carl saying thanks for the shout out, and he'll be back next week with a vengeance. Yes, I know you will be, Carl. Looking forward to see you on track next week, mate. Don't reset the track. Just saying the new performance update feels a bit different, mate. That's an understatement. It feels a lot different for me. And then Warlock congratulating Nike on a good Q1 performance, and I have to agree. really good Q1 performance, good time set there by
Yeah.
her. Yeah, so let's see what happens. So it's going to be interesting to see what they qualify on. As you can see, the Red Bulls ducking out on the mediums
Yeah, let's see
already.
the tire choices. So we've got Honor that's going for the mediums, we've got Shakes on the mediums, we've got Ron on the mediums, Storm on the mediums, Teach on
Yeah,
the mediums, Nick on the mediums, Dan on the mediums, Puerto on the mediums, and Brad, and the rest will be on softs.
yeah. So first out of the pits is a Nick. He
Nick,
doesn't want to get traffic, so I'm going to just stick with him. He is our
okay.
championship leader. We're going to talk about that
I'll
about points
stick
from
to
him
Stoffel,
now.
and
Let's
I'll
get
manage Stoffel as well, and I'll keep you updated on Stoffel's lap.
brilliant. So let's start having a look at where we stand in terms of points so far. Right, so
Stoffel's
currently,
opting for the softs. Maybe he's planning a two-stopper.
yeah,
He
it
goes
could
soft,
be.
medium, medium.
So currently in the Drivers' Championship, it's Nick Gishin leading his teammates by only 6 points. Obviously, Nick not racing last week and being on holiday, so he's 6 points ahead. But most importantly, he's got 5 penalty points against his name, so only another 3 for him, and that will damage his chances for the championship getting a race ban.
Yeah. Something slightly off topic, but still on the
Hmm.
topic of F1. What do you think about the Verstappen and Hamilton incident over the weekend?
Yeah, Hamilton's a threat. I'm just gonna call it like it is. You know, the tire
Yeah.
barely touched his helmet. Thank goodness he wasn't wearing a beanie or anything, so there's no scratch marks on his head. But according to him, he almost died. The British media is saying that he needs to see a chiropractor for his neck. Like, you know, really, really. Yeah, I'm not even going to go there because I'm just going to swear very badly on this child-friendly channel. I need to change the channel to a non-child-friendly channel so we can swear a bit more. But no, I think no space was left. I think Max was probably a bit over-eager. I think it's definitely a racing incident for me. If it was in this league, I would have probably said a racing incident. I don't think anyone's to blame. Both didn't leave space. Hamilton came out of the pits. He aggressively went to the left after the pit lane exit indicator. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a tough one to call. It really is. But I don't think a 3 place penalty is
It's
justifiable.
warranted here.
I
Yeah,
don't
no.
think it is. I think if
I
it
think
was
it was a
anyone
bit of both
else,
here.
yeah, I think if it was anyone else, it would have been probably different. But he gets a lot of slack from the British media, and unfortunately for us in South Africa, we see Sky representation of F1, so it's Sky News, obviously, and there will always be some bias towards UK drivers. If that was George Russell, Max would have probably been killed by someone because he's the next new favorite boy of the British. As I said that, Nico's fastest with a 1:17.8 on the mediums,
Not
good lap there
bad.
by him. Yeah, so for me, racing incident, over and done with. It's the same as
Yeah.
Silverstone racing incident. None of them gave each other space.
No.
You give Hamilton a 5 second penalty in a race we won anyway, which is not justifiable. But you give Max a 3 place grid penalty. Yeah, I just don't get
Yeah.
it. The FIA
It's
just
a
doesn't
bit
make
biased
sense.
here.
It is. So 2 cars retired. You know, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Look, it's going to be heated. It's going to be a Prost Senna all over again. I just want to see who else is on track. So Pierre goes third on the 119 flat. He might be a bit of
Yeah.
trouble with that time. Although Storm 119 flat as well. Teacher Ron. Let's just see Soulsmeister's on an outlap. Shakes is on a lap. So let's pop on board with the Alpha Tauri. I tell you what, a very good looking car though. My word, this Alpha Tauris are beautiful.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Sure. So let's
And
see
we see
Shakes
who
what he
else
can
is
get
on the
up to.
outlap. Stoffel. Hopefully Stoffel can set the lap we invalidated earlier.
Yeah, so if you're new to this, obviously the tire that you put your fastest lap on a disqualifying session will be the tire that you start the race on. So I don't think anyone really wants to start on the softs, although safety cars do play a role. You can start on the softs, quali up high, nice and high, pit on the first maybe safety car, put on a brand new set of mediums or whatever the case may be, and take it from there. But I don't think, I literally think a two-stopper is not out of the question. I think grip on this track is very scary at the moment with the new model update, and I don't think you want to be on this track on worn mediums or cold hards really don't think he wants to be.
Stoffel said 2 laps on the soft and he's struggling a bit for pace. He's still slower than Nicky, which is on the mediums. So
Yeah, but that's good
Stoffel
enough to get him
definitely
through,
suffering
eh?
a bit. Yeah, no, definitely.
That's good enough to get him through. You know, go to the pits, refocus. That time is good enough to get you through. Shakes is battling, my word.
Yeah.
I tell
He
you
needs to
what.
bring it back, eh? Because I expect Stoffel to be fighting with the Red Bulls up there, basically for the win. So he needs to really step it up a bit for that soft tires compared to the medium tires. Otherwise, he's just gonna suffer in this race.
I tell you what, we haven't spoken too much about Ron, but Ron, a very good mate of mine. I mean, he's been having some really great results, and definitely last season he was one of our most improved drivers with Gerard Huerta, and Ron has improved tremendously.
No,
So
I have to agree. He's got a couple of podiums this season,
you
making
know,
massive strides.
he just picks up every week, no hassles, no complaints, no drama, gets in the car and drives. What a pleasure! What a pleasure! So he's currently in sixth for the and very close to the moment. I mean, you've got except for Nick most probably and Arne going a bit wankish there, but Shakes 118.6, Ron 118.6, Storm 118.6. It's close.
Brad is suffering on that mediums 19.4. Dan is suffering a bit. Teach is suffering a bit. So they might switch to the soft because they definitely in danger of the drop.
You know what the problem is, D, I also think, is the fact that maybe your old setup doesn't necessarily work with this new game model. And the guys didn't have a lot of time to get to grips with this new game model. I mean, it came out on Tuesday and it's racing. So it's basically a day later. It's, sure, it's difficult. I really expect people to lose the rear this evening. I expect a lot of spin outs, maybe even a safety car or two. Spain is in essence very challenging anyway. It's going to be difficult.
Both retiring first again, seeming happy with his time.
I tell you what, he just doesn't want to end on the wall. Well done, mate.
Yeah, I think he's learned from previous or past mistakes. Looks like Nike is on the wheel. I'm watching on board here, and I can see how smooth a turning is, so it definitely looks like she's on the wheel. There's no jagged back and forth movements like you would see on the controller.
Okay, good.
So Nike starting a lap now. I'll stay on board with her.
Alright, team.
Looks like Chaplin rejoined the lobby. I think he got disconnected. I might have missed that.
Alright,
okay, Nike going to the first corner. Decent, nicely cutting the curb, just enough. Just clipping the second one.
I love the pink helmet. I tell you what, I just love horse racing. I tell you what, this is brilliant for us. It just shows you that gaming can be done by anyone, whether you're 10 years old, and we've had some really young drivers with us. You can be 60, 70, which we have hired old drivers. I'm not there yet, so shut up, Super D, if you want to call me that old. And then female drivers, I think it's absolutely brilliant. Anyone can enjoy this if you create the right community. How smooth is that through that sector?
Yeah, no, she's definitely made strides. The lap is looking really good so far on the soft.
You know what? No lockups, no missing braking points. I tell you, legend.
She's hitting all the apexes.
Pulls it straight, nice on the throttle, gets through here, don't lose the rear. She's going to cut this corner inside. She's been doing this all the time, runs a wider line than anyone else, which I think works for her. Gets on the curb there. You want to hit the apex here, hit here, and then get on the throttle, pull the car straight, try to hug the inside,
nice and tidy lap by Nike there.
No, I tell you what, it's probably, that's, for me, it's a 189, that's very smooth. And I tell you what, if she gets it done right, she probably can go to, she can find another second. Most easily.
I think it's just the confidence on the throttle at this point in time for her.
But no problem
when she gets that
hitting,
confidence,
yeah, apex, she's hitting. She's got the racing line sorted. I just want to see... No, she's not going for another one. I thought she might go for another one on those. So currently, guys, who is in trouble, and we need to talk about this, is Clayton, or Clayty. Chaplin is in trouble. Chinable, Teacher, Brad, Nike, and Soulsmeister. They might not be... They might not be... Although Soulsmeister is on a lap, I think Soulsmeister, there's another 4-5 tenths in him, most easily. So he's on an outlap, so we're going to stick with your team, Super D.
I think actually up to 5th place is in trouble. It can easily get knocked out in this Q2. If I look at the time, it's relatively close. So maybe even up to 5th place is in danger. Let's see what happens.
So let's have a look. So 4 minutes left in Q2. Here in Spain, it's Division 2. Guys in the drop zone who might be in trouble. Dan, Soulsmaster, Nike, Brad, Tunable Teacher, Clay, and Chaplin. So let's get on board with your teammate. If you want to take us through this lap, I'm going to get on board with him. If you want to do the same, take us on a lap with one of your drivers, mate.
Okay, so Saul starting this lap. Let's see how nice and smooth he can. Let's see how he does on corner 1. Okay, misses the apex a bit there on the first turn. Second turn is close enough. I like to take more of that curve and basically put my wheel on the other side. Going a bit wide. Keeping the power on though.
2 tenths down in sector 1, so this can be a good one.
Let's see. Okay, nice. Just missing the apex slightly there. Bit late on the power. Just correcting the car a bit there. This is a crucial turn here. Ooh, nearly losing the rear there.
So difficult. Tell you what, that's probably one of the most difficult turns out there.
Yeah, that one too. Very difficult to judge that one. This is also a critical corner, I believe. It's all about the exit speed here. Nearly losing it there again.
I tell you what, a good exit nevertheless.
Yeah. See if Saul's can improve. Looks like it. Nick Keeson retiring. Looks like he's definitely going to improve. Let's see. Yep, he does by
there we go.
Well
he was
Sauls.
2 tenths down in sector 2, and so he basically made 6 tenths up in sector 3. So well done, Soulsmaster.
Well done, Sauls.
A good lap there by my 1:18.4. Right, so let's see what else is on track. So in the drop zone now, Brad, Dan. Let me just see who's out. Dan's on an out lap. Brad's on a lap, so let's see what Brad's up to in sector 2. See if he's up or down. We didn't catch his sector 1, so let's see what he does.
Let's see the Aston gets out his way. Aston moving nicely out of the way.
Oh, well done there. 4 tenths up. There we go, Brad. That's for like it, mate. That's he's in line for a 1:18.5. That will take him all the way up into 6th position, just above Nike, if he can keep this together.
Oh, struggling a bit on that exit.
It's fun. I think he's probably got enough in the bag to get him safely through.
Let's see
if there's going to be a 1:18 flat.
Yeah, 1:18 up, not bad.
Wow. Good lap, 1:18.1. Yeah, that is on a softer compound tyre, so it is the faster tyre. At this stage of proceedings, I would say Nick Gishen looking in a class of his own, the same with Arno. Gerard Botha showing really good pace on the medium, so 1:18.3 for him. I think he'll take that any day. Tunable is out, so he is out of quali. Clayton is going out. Chaplin is going out, or Chaplin is on a. He's going to start another lap now.
Looks like Nick is in a really good position to win this race because I mean he's doing really well on the mediums.
Yeah, look, it is a long race, D. I don't think run things ahead. We always try to take it one step at a time. Let's have a look at Dan. So Dan, he's in sector 2. He's currently in the drop zone in 12th. Dan needs about 5 tenths to get him, or not even, probably 5 tenths to make sure that he's really out of trouble.
I can see Dan's on the controller. I can see the jiggy movement of the steering wheel. So he's definitely on controller.
Right, so Dan, there we go. 5 tenths up. He's answering the call of his team principals there. 5 tenths up already in sector 2. If we can keep this together in the Aston Martin, I tell you what, a beautiful looking car, my word.
So it looks like so far Storm and Turnable's definitely out. They retired in pits and they
battles a bit through sector 3. Did he lose all that time? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. 1:18.3. Well done to Dan. He's through to Q3. So let's see. Ron now is in trouble. So I'm going to stick with Ron. If you can maybe pop onto Clay and Chaplin. Yeah, Chaplin's already 3 tenths down in sector 2. So I don't think he's going to improve.
Nearly terminals heats the wall.
Alright, so let's get on board with Ron. I'm going to take you through this lap with Ron, Mercedes driver. Team principal is Citronic. Right, turn 1. Touches the curb nicely. You don't want to run too much of that outside curb into turn 1. It will spin you out. And he hugs it nice. Yeah, pulls the car nice and straight into turn 4. Hugs the apex. Gets down to 4th. Now get on the power as quickly as possible. Yeah, don't outbrake yourself. You want to hit the apex? Yeah, he did really well there. Get on the power nice and early. You can see a bit of jiggy movement there from the controller, but really good. So this is the make or break for him. 4th, 5th. Looks good by Ron. Let's see if he sector 2 timers up. Oh, don't invalidate. No, he didn't. My word.
Oh, Clayton is 1.1 seconds up in sector 2, so he's looking good to go through, pushing some
Alright,
outside.
so Ron is 3/10 up. Don't invalidate. He doesn't. My word, Ron. So is this going to be enough to put Shakes out?
Clayton's 1.1 up, but I don't think it's enough to get him out of the drop
Right,
zone.
this is the last corner for Ron. Is this going to be taking him through? Yes, it is.
Hey, we lose Shakes.
Second.
So
and
we lose
Shakes.
Shakes, Storm. It looks like Chaplin. We'll just confirm now once the results pops up.
Yeah, I tell you what, lots of comments coming through on the channel to Nike saying good improvement from the Red Bull team.
Yeah.
I don't know, and Nick saying well done to her. So there we go, Nike. This is the second race, I think, in a row that she's actually gone through to Q3. 1:18.6, 2/10 off Salzmeister. My man, that is a really good time set there. So it's Nick Gishen. So people will start on the mediums, will be Nick Gishen. It will be Arlo Gous. It will be Gia Botha. The rest will all start on the soft. So good position to be for them to start on the mediums, I would think.
Yeah. So we lost Shakes basically. Chaplin, Clayton put in a big effort. He went about 1 odd seconds up. It was just not enough to get him through because his previous lap was not that good. So yeah.
All right, before these guys tackle the last 12 minutes of qualifying, I just want to grab a cup of coffee. D, I'll be back now.
Okay, I'll carry on and I'll basically try and guide him and see where we're at. Okay, so the start of Q3, it looks like it's clear dry. Looks like the race should be dry, or I'm hoping it's going to be dry. So we can be in for some good racing. Okay, I'm following. Let's see who's all on track. I think Stoffel's first, so I'll stay on board with Stoffel. I don't know what Avalanche's campus are currently, but I'll try to guide you through and walk you through Stoffel's lap. Okay, let's see what happens. So Stoffel's about to start his lap. He's in sector 3 now. Importantly, he gets a good start his lap and gets a good exit out of this corner. Looks like he does so. Stoffel approaching corner 1 now. Let's see how he does. Nice and tight, cuts the first curb, clips the second curb, nice and smooth through the first 2 corners. Keeps it nice and tight around turn 3. Approaching turn 4. Takes it in 4th gear, accelerates nicely, early shifts up into 5th gear. Approaches corner 5. Misses the apex slightly, but not too bad. Struggles a bit on the power on the exit. Next corner goes down into 4th, misses the apex completely, up to 5th gear. Taps off a bit on the next corner. DRS wide open. Misses the apex again. I'm not looking too clean, but decent enough, so we'll see what time he crosses the line on now. So Stoffel's about to finish his lap right now. We'll see what he crosses on. I'll give you the time shortly. So Stoffel sets a 1:17.7, so definitely a big improvement from Stoffel, showing his true pace now in Q3.
Yeah, that's a really good lap by him. I think that's a benchmark for him, a 1:71 by Nick.
Nick going 71, very good.
Yeah, 17.2 Arno, so just over a tenth between the two Red Bull drivers. And I tell you what, it's a team principle. It's almost a headache for me at the moment. Nick Yishin and Arno literally chasing the championship, 5 points between the two of them.
Yeah. It's a good problem to have, Alex, so don't complain. It's a good problem.
Look, I don't think we want to get to that situation where we want to call, we want to have team orders, but we do discuss this, and we are ready for team orders if we need to. But it is a nice problem to have here, right? It's not a bad one.
Brad crossing the line with a 79.
Well, I'm interested in Gerard. I haven't been with Gerard at all during the session, so I'm going to take you through a lap with Gerard here. He's in Sector 1 at the moment. Looks very racy in Sector, or in Q1 and in Q2. Third fastest on the mediums. Only, 2-3 tenths off Nick on the mediums, so my word, looks really good. Let's see if he can get this together. Runs a bit wide. Now let's see in Sector 2, this is the make or break. Can he keep the rear end stuck here?
I must say, Avalanche, from watching all the onboards, the guys are really struggling with their exits, eh? It looks like they're struggling to go on the power early enough like they used to on the previous
Absolutely. I tell you what, I think in time trial you might not see it as bad yet. I'm not sure. I haven't had this discussion with you. I mean, I know we're close to 116 flats in time trial, but what did we do before the model update? Can you remember?
It was 15s. My time before the update was a 15.3. I went into a lobby and I did a 15.2, and now my best in time trial is a 16 flat at the moment.
Right, so Gerard goes third with a 1:17.7, but I think that's a used set of rubber for him. I don't think that's a new set.
I think Ron just come in now.
Ron has, but I'm pretty sure Gerard will pop into the pits, slam a brand new set of softs on, unless he wants to have another go. And it actually looks like he's having another go on this tyre, so that McLaren mustn't get in the way. 17's down, he's backed out of it.
Dan's spinning, eh? Dan just lost the car now. I hope he's not going to get in the way of Mr. Saul. Saul's is approaching him, okay?
No, he does it very well. Well done, Dan. Good driving there. Nike, I'm just going to be with her for a while. She's the Sector 2. Let's see if she can be up a bit, the 119. I think she can get into definitely the 118 slow, so she's second down. Probably going back to the pits. Yeah, that's a cool down lap for her. Teacher currently in Sector 2. Let's see where he's going to put himself up. Everything will be green for him, personal best, because he hasn't set a time yet.
Looks like both is coming back to the pits.
Yep, so I think he's probably going to slap on fresh rubber. Like I said, I don't think that was a new set of boots. I think he's trying to save some for the race.
I'm going to follow Nick. It looks like Nick is the only one that's really going to attempt a new lap now. I think everybody's going to pits. Both is going to pits. Sauls is going to pits.
Alright, let's see. Teacher, this is a very bad lap by Teacher, so he's probably going to start all over again. Yeah, so tell me when Nick starts his hot lap, and then I will join you for that on the stream.
Okay, no problem.
I am going to stick with Teacher for now and see. I think that was just a cool down lap, so he's going to have another go at this. With the McLaren, his teammate. So currently in Q3, only one McLaren represented here. He's 3.5 seconds up, but he did a 1:32, so no surprise there. One Aston Martin in Dan, one Alfa Romeo in Nike, 2 Alpines, Stoffel and Salzmeister, so very happy Super D with me. 2 Red Bulls.
No, Stoffel is Williams, eh?
Stoffel, yeah, sorry, I'm colorblind, my word. And it's got nothing to do with, I was just saying, it's got nothing to do with age, you be careful.
Nick is starting his hot lap now, eh? Nick is now on his hot lap.
Alright, so let's jump to Nick. Let's see what he can do, if he can get into the one. So D, first shots fired so far in Q3. We are far off with our predictions.
Yeah, no, definitely.
My word. Well, let's see, maybe we are not that far off.
Nick is up about 0.076, almost a tenth up. So let's see if we can further improve on that time.
Let's have a look. That looks good through that section.
Yeah,
Keeps
definitely.
throttle nice.
Too
Pins.
nice.
Yeah, keeps it in seventh just to get maximum rotation of the wheels, not to spin out. Keep the
So
torque up.
he's
Yeah.
one. So it looks like he's on
10.5 up.
for
He
a
could be a
69.
169. Yeah.
Let's see if he improves in sector
This
3.
looks really good.
Standard.
This is a really good sector 3
Yeah.
by him. He looks very comfortable in sector 3. Runs it nice and wide. Pulls it in. Gonna hit the apex. Hit the apex. Ah, clean lap. I tell you what, this is a nice clean lap. It might not show on time. But let's see. 116.8.
Yeah, very good.
There we go.
Very
We're in
good.
a 116. So, and we said 116.5. That's what I said.
Yeah, yeah. And
So-
I said 17 flats here, so
Yeah.
definitely.
So we're there. We're there. Good lap there. by Nick.
Avalanche, so I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I think it's time to move Nick. Nick deserves a seat in tier 1.
I completely agree with you. I think it's all about team dynamics at the moment. Obviously, my teammate
Yeah.
is very fast, a new driver, so you know he's fast. It's always difficult when you move yourself down to a different division.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's something that we are talking about consistently. But I think we've made peace with the fact that we would like him to win the World Championship if he can. And don't take Arne out. Arne is still in it. Arne
No.
is
Definitely,
literally 6
definitely.
points behind. You know, anything, 2 DNFs, penalty counts can play a big role. You know, Nick's got 5 plays or 5 penalty points already gone. You know, one really bad mistake from him, unfortunately, and that will be a race ban. So it's a race with no points, where a win can get you 30. So it's not over yet. It's not over.
Yeah. But you know, it's really difficult to move drivers during the season, especially with the whole team principal model. So it's extremely difficult.
I think it's easier with the team principal model. I mean, we've moved Warlock and we've moved Saki, and that was really easy negotiations with the team principals around the point system, how much they want to take. So
But I mean,
think
look
it's
at your
actually easy.
situation. But for your situation, because in essence, they do deserve Premier Division seats, but they can't come up in your team because you've got really good drivers. And I mean, you know, like you always said, we encourage close racing in FTR. And at the moment, it looks like Nick
They're
and
just running,
Arno
yeah,
is
it's running away with
leaps
it.
and bounds
Yeah.
ahead.
And to
Yeah.
be quite honest with you, and I mean, I'm not going to put any nappies around this one. I think I will battle in Division 2. I don't think, you know, everyone thinks that you pop into tier Division 2 and you're going to win easy if you're a Premier Division driver. I think Bob will tell you the same. It's not that easy. It's not that easy winning in Division 2 because there is fast people. I think the biggest problem for us in a Red Bull team is really the fact that I do not want to take a world championship away from a driver if I don't have to. I think
Yeah,
everyone
no,
deserves to be
definitely.
a world championship. That's why we're all racing here. That's why we started this league. And if he's got a chance in winning it in Division 2, then, you know, give him every opportunity to do that. You know, Arnu can also maybe move if we need to do that. But it is a team. You know, we made this season all about the team, not about the drivers so much. And at the moment, Red Bull is leading, or is very close to leading the constructors. So far, no headaches from us yet. Not yet.
Yeah, so Nick just improved on his time by another 10. So
Wow.
well done, and I think Arno's given up on that time, he's retired. And then we got Terminal, it looks like he's got Terminal, because he's on track, so I think he crashed out chasing Nick's time. But,
He's
I mean, you got
literally
nothing.
chasing my flip and repair ball up. Knob.
Yeah, but I mean, you got nothing to lose, it's the last lap. Why not? You know what I'm saying? He's already in provisional P2, so why not?
Absolutely. But dude, it is looking sexy at the moment for Nick and for Arne. I mean, their closest rivals, Soulsmaster. Well, if we just check here, I think it is Shakes. Let's just go in there quickly and have a look. So at the moment, it is Soulsmaster that's closest with Shakes and Ron and Teacher. So them out qualifying everyone, looking good for the Red Bull team. Yeah, I'm quite happy with what I see tonight. I must also say to you that the Red Bull team, I mean, Division 2 drivers really put the effort in. You know, Nick got home from Cape Town yesterday. He spent a lot of time on the new model trying to make it work for tonight, not having a lot of time. So, yeah. You know, I'm very happy with my team. But we do sit with a problem in terms of speed at the moment. We do. We also sit with a problem of me not scoring points. which is a concern for the team. Obviously my teammate had a really good race last time out. So, and also, we were battling to get a driver for Red Bull with Razor leaving, and then Jeremy obviously moving house, so he's left for a certain period of time. So it's not been easy. Just before we finish off qualifying and talk about pole, Saki saying, evening, Williams, team principal checking in. Yeah, Saki, I think you need to check in with your drivers, mate. Don't check in with us. Saki saying, Avalach getting old, making coffee. I tell you what, you bunch of youngsters, you just all need to basically piss off. Let's just say it out.
Avalanche is very sensitive about being a pensioner, so please don't bring it up in the stream.
I am. It is, well, anyway, let's just talk about qualifying rather. Nigishan getting pole for Red Bull 1-2 in Spain. How happy could we be? Ron Skitter, I tell you what, really good time by Ron. Third, I think
Look
that's his first, second row start in the season. Fear in fourth, that's a surprise, second row. Third row, Stoffel and Teacher. And then Brad and Nike in your fourth row, and the fifth row, Solsmeister and Dan. So, yeah.
Looks like Stoffel and Brad is suffering with the new model because I think they would have been up there with Nick and...
No, you can sit on board. There is there's no faith in the car. There's no, you can see they are battling, which is understandable. I expect the same tomorrow night maybe with some of the drivers. So let's see. This week is Spain. I'm not sure what next week is. I can't remember now. Maybe Saki, while he's so full of me saying that I'm old, can you tell us, what's the next track for FTR next week? It would be nice of you. Go add some value, Mario. Come on in. All right. So as we wait for the drivers just to ready up and all that kind of stuff. So D, your season going so far okay with the Aston or with the Alpine drivers?
No.
If we look at your constructors so far, let's just talk points, let's talk stats before we get emotional about this. So currently the Alpine is in fourth. You're sitting on 171 points. You've got McLaren just ahead of you, Ferrari chasing you down, and that's thanks to Gerard's really good performance last week. Also Speedo Alcoholic and Sims, getting some good pace. And then Ruan and Yaku doing really well in Premier Division.
Yeah, for the Alpines, I would say yes. Myself, I feel like I let myself down. I've had some bad luck in the races. We definitely wanted to be fighting up there for position one, but we had some bad luck. Hopefully things can turn for the better for us, for myself and Tillman. So let's see. It's still a long season, so a lot can transpire from now to the end of the season. A lot can change.
Look, I tend to agree with you. We're not racing, are we? This is a formation lap. What's going on here?
Yeah, formation lap. That's formation
I was just wondering. No, look, from my side as well, I mean, I've been letting the team down. I think I had, in the past 5 races, I had 3 DNFs. So I haven't been finding it easy either. It's also very difficult, I think, when you, and I think you will agree, when you know you've got some kind of pace and you know you can be competitive, but you don't get the good results. And in a competitive tier like Premier Division, where you've got really fast people like Yaku, Ruan, Boinkies, obviously Bob, Josh,
Jared Holiday,
Speed Alcoholic. You've got such good drivers that, if you battle with confidence, it's it's difficult to score good points against really good drivers in Premier Division, which is what we wanted from FTR. As a management member, we want close races.
Correct.
So I'm finding it difficult. I need to I think, I was hoping Zandvoort will be my turnaround race, which I still think could have been a podium for me, but that didn't happen. But yeah, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that breakthrough race so I can just, put it behind me and say, you know what, I had a good result. Let's build from there.
Yeah. You had a collision with one of my Alpines. You tried to blame it on me.
Well, look, I think everyone blames the Alpines for everything because they are, really horrible drivers. So, right, as they line up on the grid, it's the 2 Red Bulls on the front row. Then we've got Ron and Gia completely out of position in normal circumstances, but straight out, clear weather, dry circumstances. 2 really fast guys in 3rd and 4th, Stoffel in 5th. And then we got the guys who's battling with the new model, Brad in 7th, and I think the biggest one is probably Shakes and Storm down in 11th and 12th. Yeah, that's painful. Right, but let's get a nice camera view here. Let's stick with
I'm going to go to the back of the grid and just see if there's any drama at the back, and I'll keep you informed on the drama at the back.
Right, so let's hope for no turn one incident. Everyone seems to be getting nicely away. Arno had a really good start there. He's going on the inside. Ron, what a good start by Ron. He's going to go on the inside, is he? Oh, he is. I tell you what, Ron up into second, Arno down into third.
Nice clean at the back.
Yeah, Gerard losing out big time. He's lost so many
somebody's
positions.
Terminal. There's a terminal for the Ferrari. Turnables out early in this race, and that should bring out the safety car or virtual safety car.
Virtual safety car.
I think he just lost it on the curve. He cleared the first corner. There was enough space, and I think he just lost it on the curve. I speak under correction. We'll leave that one for the stewards and see if there's any incidents reported after the race.
I tell you what, not a good start for the Ferraris. One out. Here going all the way from 4th down into 7th, got squeezed into turn 1. Brad making up, Stoffel making up, and Ron up from 3rd into 2nd. What a good start there by Ron.
So let me give you the position. So Ron up 1 place, we got Arno that lost 1 place, Stoffel up 1 place, Teach up 1 place, Brad up 1 place, Water losing 3 places, Shakes gaining 3 places, Storm gaining 3 places, Saul's losing 1 place, Dan losing 1 place, Nike unfortunately losing 4 places, biggest loser so far, and then we've got Jits gaining 3 places, and then we've got Clayton and Chaplin that's still in the same position, and then obviously Turnable, who reached the showers early tonight.
Yeah, that's going to be painful for him. You know, I think Gerard's also very close to his team Ferrari as we get racing again. Driving under the safety car penalty for Chaplin, so he's going to have to sit the drive-through. So unfortunate for him. So Nick sitting pretty on mediums, Ron second on the soft. So tires, compounds. Arno, has he lost it? He just got jumped by Stoffel on the straight. He was a bit of a sleep there, and Stoffel just jumped him on the straight, heading it down into turn 1. So lose another position for Arno there. There is no damage on the Red Bull.
So it looks like Water and Storm is getting a bit racy on Shakes. Storm getting a race on Shakes and Water getting a race on Brad. I think they're the closest battle. Stoffel closing on Ron as well. And then Arno trying to come back at Stoffel as well. It looks like he's just a 10th behind, so he's really on his gearbox.
Yeah, he is. I'm going to get on board with him. DRS not enabled yet. It would have been enabled on this lap,
I'm
but
watching
because
Water.
of the virtual safety car, probably only a lap after.
Water really chasing down Brad. Keen to make up the positions he lost at the start.
So Bertha needs to be patient here. I mean, he is on the right tyre. Brad and Teacher probably not on the right tyres for this race. So he just needs to buy his time, wait for DRS, don't do anything funny. I just want to see Stoffel getting very close now to Ron. Ron losing the rear slightly out of the penultimate turn. And this is going to bring Stoffel in. Stoffel not DRS yet, but he's using some overtake.
Into the sand trap, but still bringing the car back on, not losing too much time behind Brad.
And there we go, Stoffel takes the move on the inside on Ron, squeezed in slightly on outside. Good overtaking move, good overtaking.
Water's making a move on Brad. Backs out, things better, but not risking his race right now.
He shouldn't. I mean, he's 7th at the moment, 3 laps into it, runs a bit wide, Shakes on the inside. That's not overtaking, come on guy, yeah, well done Shakes. I tell you what, he's been boxed by these 2 Alpha. Oh, big moment by Shakes as we were on board with him. And he almost lost the car. The Alpine of Storm just came through, but that was close, my word. Alright, so let's have a look.
Who's close? I
think
so we've got Shakes closing on Water now. Let's see what
happens.
Shakes really losing.
I tell you what, that was so close. DRS enabled now. And we've got this cluster of cars. Ron, Brad, Teacher, Buerta, Shakes joining the party now, Storm joining the party. It's almost like...
Oh, there, Buerta gets a move down on Brad. It looks like Teacher's got damage.
He does a very good move.
Yeah.
A good move there, going through on Teacher. Yeah, he probably is. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's no in plate there. Yeah, he's going to go into the pits. Yeah, there we go.
Buerta
getting DRS now. Is he close enough?
Let's see. Goes for the inside. He should make the stick.
Yeah, he makes it stick. Nicely done. Nicely, good overtake there. It's nice to see overtakes on straights. Buerta up into 5th on the mediums. That should be a worrying sign for Brad on the softs. He is on a faster tire. Shows you how much the guys are battling. Ron went from second all the way down into fourth now. And Arno
getting up
getting
good places, eh?
yeah, Arno getting very racing now with Stoffel. He's 4 tenths down. So I am going to watch this battle for now.
I'll join you on that battle because I think this is going to get very tasty on this DRS right now.
Yeah, so we've been telling ourselves as Red Bull drivers to be a bit more patient and don't do funny stuff. We try to be a bit, we tend to be a bit eager beaver sometimes, but Arno looking really good at the moment.
Look like Nick's opening up the gap lap by lap.
3.3 seconds already. He calls himself the King of Spain, so I didn't say anything.
Water's challenging again, so let's see what happens with Water. Water's definitely going to try and make a move on Ron now, and I think same with Arno.
Yeah, I'm jumping between them at the moment to see where we are. Arno a little bit far away from Stoffel, but I think it was because of traction. Water getting a 3-second penalty.
First penalty after the drive.
Arno too far away, he's not going to do it on this DRS.
Water getting another overtake down on the straight. Well done, Water. That's still overtakes in 2 laps.
2 overtakes, 2 laps. He's chasing after Arno and Stoffel now. And let's just remember, he's on mediums. He's not on softs. Ron, Brad, Storm, or not Storm, but Soulsmeister, all of them on softs. What's happening with Storm? Soulsmeister
Storm's very close also.
Oh yeah, good battle here between...
and I mean, Brad was leaps and bounds ahead of Storm, and it looks like Brad is struggling badly on this new model. He's really suffering.
You know what, he'll get back with it. It's just like maybe a week or 2 for him. He'll get back. Arno is getting a 3-second penalty.
Water spun out. He's lost a lot of places.
Oh my word, all the way from 4th. He's now down into 9th. I just want to see if there's damage.
Storm gets a nice overtake on Brad. Well done, Storm.
Yeah, he's got the pace, maybe just a little bit too eager. He's got no nose.
We were just speaking Water up now, and then he goes and spins. Unlucky there, Mr. Water.
Oh, man. Right, so he's going to probably pit. He's got
I think we're going to see more of that day, as the race goes on and the styles get on. I think we're going to see a lot of cars.
Look, he's in a bit of trouble now. Because what do? Do you pop in, put softs on, go do soft mediums and go back to mediums again?
I think his best bet now is go maybe on mediums again and hope for a safety car later on. And
or maybe softs, just
race.
do whatever the guys in front of you do on the softs, put on a brand new pair of softs, see if you can make some positions up. Let's see what he does. There is no nose, my word. He goes for a brand new set of mediums. Okay, new nose for him. Alright, so let's jump off him.
So I think he's hoping for a late safety car to bring him back in this race.
Yeah, look, anything is possible. At the moment, Soulsmeister getting very racy with Dan here. Soulsmeister on the softs, Dan on the softs as well. When do we expect these guys in for pit stops? The roundabout on the softs?
I think lap 9 or lap 10 we will see the soft guys pitting, and I think around lap 16 for the mediums.
Alright,
let's see what happens.
So let's see. Ooh, cutting it a bit close to false. You not want to get more penalties, mate. Ooh,
and then
losing it.
Nice catch.
This proves to be more difficult than what we thought it would be. I tell you what.
Nick just setting the fastest lap there with a 120.8. Very good lap. With a heavy loaded fuel car.
Yeah, I tell you what, I don't know, you just can't get within the... Stoffel's got so much traction out of the last corner with those softs that Nick just can't get past him, and obviously, or I don't know, and Nick is just using this opportunity to open up the gap now, 3.7 seconds.
Yeah, give it about 2 laps and that soft should fall off a cliff, and I think that is the time Arno should really pounce. He shouldn't take too much life out of his tires.
No,
right
you shouldn't. Just stay within the DRS, don't get too close to the car in front, just stay within DRS. And try to manage it from there, although he's very close now. I do not know if you want to follow very closely into this section. I don't think you do. Keeps it nice.
It looks like Storm is in a really good position, eh? Not too far behind Ron. Ron is on softs, he's on mediums. As well as Stoffel that has to maybe do a 2-stopper. So Storm, if he can keep things together, he might be on for a podium this evening.
I tell you what, he looks very pretty at the moment, currently in fifth with 7 tenths between him and Ron. Good. I mean, Ron is just, you know, never know. Let's see. DRS available for Storm. Let's get on board with them.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about Storm is he can actually see Stoffel and Arne in the distance.
Ooh,
there we go.
Ron ducks into the
Ron
pit.
ducks into the pit.
Yeah.
So let's see what the Mercedes driver is going to put on.
Yeah, Stoffel's in pit, Ron's in pit, so here we go.
Alright, so the soft runners
like
pitting very early.
Yeah,
Alright, mediums
like
on for speeding in the pit lane for Brad or for Dan. He's going to get a 5-second time penalty for that.
Yeah.
So Ron
So it
on
looks like
Brandy
the soft
mediums.
runners are definitely going for the two-stop way because they're all putting for medium, so they're all definitely going the soft, medium, medium.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe a safety car. They can maybe do soft, medium, soft. Let's see. But Brad's still out and Sourcemaster's still out on the softs. But Storm Willis, effectively in a net third, but he hasn't pitted yet. And if he's going to do a one-stopper, you would rate him highly to get back into that. Gerard Botha after his spin, disappointing for him from fourth, chasing down third, really. And he's currently in 14th, chasing after Chaplin. Chaplin, we expect into the pits very soon as well. Jits. Just want to see what's going on here. So Chaplin, what's going on here? Sorry, it's jumping all over the place with me. Apologies for that. So Chaplin is actually chasing after Jits, and then Chaplin, and he's got Teacher in front of him as well. So it's always difficult if you got pace, getting behind drivers that
you can see Arno's been released now. Yeah. Arno's just sitting the fastest lap, so Arno's definitely been released now behind the shackles of Stoffel, and definitely going much faster now, trying to reel in Nick.
Yeah, look, I think from our side, get close to... Oh, big moment for Jits. I tell you what, we saw that live here, and that was close. So Botha doing the move there on Jits, putting himself up into 13.
And he lost it again. Looks like Botha lost it again.
It's got it on the inside. Is he going to make...
Ooh, Jits almost losing the car again.
No, you know what, this is a bit dangerous.
Yeah. Over the curves, both of them. I think it unsettled
sure.
Botha.
I'm not sure how it's going to have much... I definitely think we're going to have some complaints around weaving across the track here, because it looked to me like weaving. But anyway, let's leave that for the stewards. Let's go further up. So from a team point of view, if Arne can get close to Nick, obviously not too close, we don't want them to box on the same lap. Arne or Nick's obviously got the
just
choice.
Losing it in the sand trap and spinning out. Let's see if he resets the track. He's not resetting, that's good. Jits is stuck in the sand pit.
Yeah, alright, there we go, no resetting.
Yeah.
So I think from a Red Bull point of view, if we can get close to each other, obviously not too close to double stack in the pits. Nick's obviously got first preference on when he wants to pit, so he makes the call first. Arne will do either the lap before or after that, because Nick is leading. But if we can get him into DRS, nice.
Just can't keep it on the track here at the moment. I think his tires is overheated, so every turn he's losing the rear end.
Right, Gerard now up into 12th. He's chasing after Clay. Clay is on the hard tires, so he probably doesn't have to stop again. So Gerard has to stop again. So it's going to be interesting to see when does Brad and Sourcemaster pit, and I just want to see where that's going to bring them out.
It's looking like they're going long. I think
if Brad and Sol pit now, it will probably drop them just behind Teacher, or just in front of Teacher, maybe just behind Dan. So that will be in that group there, and that will also promote.
I think Jits is really struggling. Nick just lapped him on lap 10, so he's really struggling, and it looks like Arno's going to lap him.
Look, he just needs to stay on track, get the practice in. There's no better practice than race practice. Ghosting is on.
Exactly.
There he goes. He goes into the pits. He's either I think he's gonna put a brand new pair of softies on.
He needs to go hard. You can go to the
5-second penalty.
Another 5
him.
seconds.
Yeah. Alright, so let's jump a little bit to the front. And let's have a look. So Shake's very close to Stoffel at the moment. Shake's on 9-lap old medium. Stoffel has pitted, so has Ron. So Ron from 3rd down to 8th, or 2nd actually, down to 8th at the moment.
Looks like Stoffel's getting the overtake down on Salzmeister, and looks like Shakes will be chasing Salz down as well.
Yeah, Salz needs to pit. I mean, I'm not sure what you guys are thinking as a team, but 11 laps already on those softs. He's losing so much time.
Okay, let's put it this way. Watch the end. I'm not going to give too much away.
Yeah.
Remember, Stoffel has to pit again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe Souls is
And there we
looking for a
go.
one-stopper.
So Shakes has gone through on the
Yeah.
mediums. So he's to Soulsmaster now down into 7th.
Yeah,
So
I think
you
Souls
are
is
giving
aiming
us
for
a
a
nice heads
one-stopper.
up here, a bit of info, inside info. Tell us to watch the end. So let's watch that. 22 laps to go. Not even halfway.
Ooh, Shakes nearly losing the car again.
He's getting some good practice in catching the car this evening. The gap between Nick and Arne coming down nicely. 3.1
Yeah,
seconds now between Nick and Arne. It was almost 4 seconds at a stage. So
yeah.
nicely coming down with
Looks
Arne.
like Storm is not catching the front runners.
No, but he's keeping that gap between him and
Yeah,
Brad very stable. He knows Brad needs to pit. So he's in essence 10 seconds ahead of Stoffel, who has pitted
yeah,
already. So he's in a very good position at the moment, Storm. And how wonderful would
yeah,
that be? And there we go, Soulsmaster into the pits. Your team, radio call,
yeah.
pit, box. Let's see what he puts on. So we've heard the team principal say, look at the end. So let's see what Soulsmaster is going to put on for
Let's
us.
see. Let's see if we can make that one-stopper work. Let's hope so. And then he doesn't
Right,
lose
so
too much time.
mediums, one stopper from the team principal. So he's going to have to do 21 laps on mediums
Yeah, it's gonna be hectic.
around Spain. I'm interested.
It's hectic.
I am interested.
It's hectic.
I am going to watch him with a very close eye because I don't think that's doable. I think he's going to
Yeah.
get sitting duck the last 5-6 laps. You know, even if he doesn't spin out, I think this is
Yeah.
a track that you do not want to be on with one tires. But hey, you're the team principal. Prove me wrong.
Yeah, let's see. That's why we got tier 2 races first. We test strategies.
Yeah, so Clayton getting very close to Gerrit. I think Gerrit actually passed Clayton. Clay Bosso, yeah, so Gerrit up into 11th. He's chasing after Souls in front of him. Dan, Teacher, yeah, so yeah, heartbreaking for Bertha, heartbreaking for Ron. They were second and third at the stage, or second and fourth, and now all the way down into 6th and 12th, 11th. Apologies.
Storm taking a second off Arno at the moment.
It's nice to
He
see.
was 6.4, so he's taking a second out of Arno at the moment. So that's some good work there by Storm.
Yeah, there we go. So probably the Red Bulls just trying to pace this. I think they might want to go do a one-stopper as well. Although that was probably not a discussion that we had, but we didn't have plenty of discussions this week. I'd like to give my drivers the freedom.
Ooh, Shakes.
Right, so you're saying Shakes is keeping us entertained. Let's get on board with the Alpha Tauri driver.
He's showing us how to catch the car and what to do with managing when you lose in the rear.
I tell you what, if he does end up on the
losing
podium, it's going to be
ball.
one interesting conversation with him. And how many times he's pulled a Mark Marquez on himself and they actually caught the car. Well, Shake's not doing bad. I mean, he's currently in 5th position.
Yeah.
Yes, he has to pit, but he's in the same bunch as Nick, Arno, and Storm. We expect Stoffel to come in again. We expect Ron to come in again. We don't expect Brad to pit again.
Then we've got Arno going for the pit, going on a one-stopper. Definitely a one-stopper from Arno.
Yeah, no, that's a one-stopper called by the Red Bulls. So he's obviously chose to go first, maybe trying to protect Nick from the guys behind. Let's just see where Stoffel is. Stoffel coming down the main straight. Yeah, Arno nicely ahead of Stoffel. Yeah, so good pit stop there by Arno. I expect Nick to pop in on the next lap. 9 seconds ahead. You know what? Nick might just... I mean, this is 14 laps. 2 laps out of qualifying. 16 laps. And the Alpine team principal tells me that 21 laps is doable. Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
Alright.
It's a bit of a Hail Mary, you know? We have to be creative.
No, you have to be.
I
I tell you what, I'm probably one of the most creative people out there because I don't have the pace. So I always try to do funny things just to get me into some kind of points. So we'll see.
If Josh can...
Right, so let's see. So Nick's into the pits now. That's probably a hard as well for Nick. So let's see, keeping it nice here. Let's just see. Storm's gonna come through now. Yeah, Storm's come through. He's taking the lead. Arno is
Storm in the lead now currently. Nice.
Yeah, Storm is currently in the lead.
Hey,
Nick coming out of the brand new set of hearts, so that's one stopper for the Red Bull guys. Yeah, well played, guys. Arno coming down the pit straight now. Nick leaving the pits now. It's going to be interesting to see what the time difference is. Arno was about 3.8 seconds. It looks a bit closer to me visually. Yeah, 3 seconds. Yeah,
2
so
seconds.
the undercut a second. Undercut a second.
Yeah.
More than a second, really. My word.
That's interesting.
Wow. Right, so there we
That's
go.
interesting.
So Nick ahead of Arno, both on the same tire. I hope
I'd
they don't
actually
want
like to
to.
see how this hards are handling for Arno. Let me see. Let me see how
Yeah.
the traction is looking on this hards.
Look, I personally don't think the Heart is a bad tire. I just think it's if you can switch it on within 2 laps. Because if you can't, it's going to be a really long race for you. But anyway, let's focus on Storm. He is our race leader, 14-lap-old mediums. When do we expect him in team principal? When are you going to make that call and say, look, box, are you going to keep him out to lap 20?
21 laps, 20 laps, 21
All right,
laps.
so he's the guinea pig at the moment.
Yeah.
Before the Alpine team, let's see if he can get 20 laps. He's 11 seconds behind or in front of Nick, so we'll see if Nick actually
He'll
catches
come out
him.
behind me. Yeah, he'll come on. He'll definitely
Yeah,
come
but
out
it's going to be
behind me.
interesting to see what the differential is between new hards and used mediums. At the moment, Nick not making much inroads, 11.1 seconds it is, starting off lap 16. So let's monitor that lap. Arno currently in third. There's no close battles yet. Let's just go down a bit more. Nike currently in 13th. She's just one place away from scoring points in 12th. Geerboot was still stuck in 11th, although he has caught Solsmeister very nicely, but he's going to have to pit again, so it's a really difficult race for him. Safety car. We haven't seen a safety car this evening, only one virtual safety car, and that was because of tunable on lap 1, turn 1. But a safety car can change everything again. It will completely, if that falls into Storm Willis's or Shakes' pit window, game on.
Yeah, no, definitely. When safety car comes out now, I would recommend Storm go on the hards so you can make it to the end, because obviously the softs won't make it and he'll still come out in front of Nick, and then Nick will have all the tires as well, so that would be a game changer of note.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting, so let's see.
Just continue.
Yeah. So Jits has slotted somewhere, but I don't think it was, I think it was just fellows. Alright, so Storm lapping Chaplin there, I think, yeah.
Nearly fell into Storm's lap there.
Alright, so gap down from 11.1 to 10.9, so Nick not making much inroads on those halves, on the used mediums. Interesting data, interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, so, and then we've got Stoffel, Sector 1, yellow flags. I'm not sure who that is. I can't see. It looks like Shakes. It shakes again. It shakes again. Bring out, ooh, and this, Ron's gonna milk him. Ron goes on the inside. Is he gonna make the stick? Yeah, he does. Ron goes through on the inside. He takes position from Brad or from Shakes. Ron up into 5th. He doesn't, I mean, he doesn't need to stop again. So Ron, he doesn't need to 8 laps.
Do you think so?
Well,
if we say bad driver Souls, he's not going to make
21,
it.
so you never know.
And Arno just lost it. Ooh, Arno just lost it on the sides, and Stoffel passes him. Unlucky there, Arno.
Alright, so, but he didn't reset the track, and it looks like there's no damage. Yeah, so it looks good. So Arno is now down into 4th, Stoffel in 8th, so ooh, he's going to battle. You see, that's the problem with the hearts. It either works or it doesn't. And if you're committed to that strategy, and it doesn't work for you, it's going to be one long afternoon in Spain for you. Because once you commit to a strategy, you need to, you know, and let's be realistic, people do practice on softs and mediums, they don't really practice on the hards anyway. And to tackle the race on hards that you're not sure of, oh word. Anyway, Storm still out, team principal Super D, Dominic telling me that 21 laps is doable on these mediums. The gap now down to 9.5 seconds, so Nick has cut down.
I wish Codemasters allowed us to see tire wear.
That would be awesome, wouldn't
it? Yeah, it would be great, just to see what the guys actually what tire wear has to deal with and how is it keeping it, you know, that would be a smart implementation from Codemasters. I think on your forum, maybe you must suggest it, Avalanche.
Yeah, I think so too. D, just give me a second or so. I'll be back now, buddy.
No problem. So Nick not really making inroads on Storm at this point in time. Looks like Storm is managing the gap very well. But obviously he still has to put and definitely going to come out behind Nick. Okay, let's see, in a close racing, so we've got Arno backing pit. He might have got slight damage because he's definitely pitting again. Let's see where he comes out of the pits. So Arno down now to 8th place. Let's see if he loses any further positions.
Alright, so lap 19
Yeah.
on those mediums.
So Arno put it again, Avalanche. He put it for mediums. And he's got
wow.
a penalty as well. So I don't know why he put it. He might have had slight damage.
Might
look,
have.
look at the
didn't pick up
strategy.
any damages,
So Shakes is now in 5th place. He did 19 laps as well. So I guess it's just down to luck with the strategy that we're trying to pull off, you know. Look at Shakes. So Shakes is really going to come out in a bad spot. But obviously he's going to come out on fresh off. So I
and I
doubt
mean,
he'll
if there
make
is
it
a safety car, I mean, if there is a safety car within that period that he goes to softs, everyone else will be on softs as well. But you know, his tires would be warm, and he would have had track position. So it might not be too bad for Shakes. I think he's just hoping for a safety car. Nick now gap 9.5 seconds, Stoffel 9 seconds behind Nick. Ron in a good 4th. So if Storm pits now, Storm will come out just behind Stoffel. So he will be a net 3rd on a brand new set of softs. Wow, that's going to be racing.
But you see, if you look at Shakes, he's a bit too far behind because Ron is 15 seconds behind. He's just further 2 seconds behind. And then he's still got a pit stop. So he's going to come about 30 seconds behind the front runner. So I think safety cars, he's rescue now as well, you know.
Yeah, well, definitely in our debrief, we'll have a chat with Arno and see what went wrong. Arno doing the right thing here and trying to go for fastest lap. You know, obviously, the guys will get on the softs, but I think he's got raw pace on him to might just get the fastest lap. So let's just see if he can knock it on this lap.
So it looks like Brad is closing in on Shakes. I wonder what the team orders is there. What Bob and Josh is probably telling him now what to do, because I see Brad is catching Shakes with.
Yeah, look, the right thing to do is Arno. Yeah, Arno does a 119.2. I think the right thing to be is just swap positions, which they've done.
Yeah,
well played.
Definitely.
Because Brad is on the faster strategy at the moment. And with anything can still happen. He's still chasing after Ron, so you don't want to keep him too far. Ron is now 4 laps older, more older tires than what Brad is, so you can still catch Ron.
Yeah, so it looks like the guys, my strategy is struggling a bit because if you look at it, Shakes still has to put, he's lost a couple of positions, so the tires really go off, and I think you lose a lot of time on all the tires.
Yeah, but Storm is not doing, I mean, Storm is in the pits now, your team has boxed. Okay, explain this to me. Explain this to me, please.
No, I don't know.
Why is your driver on hards? Is that a Codemaster mess again? It probably is. It probably is.
It definitely could have gone on soft, so I'm not too sure what happened there.
You know what? That's a Codemaster mission. That is not him. I can tell you that now. That's happened to me, where you select the next tire and it just defaults you back to hards.
Oh.
My word. Well, that's gonna. It's not bad for Storm, but he's got Stoffel behind him. He just comes out of the pits on the brand new set of mediums.
Yeah, so that's.
Yeah, but he is in a net second position with Arno's mistake. So he's got nothing to lose. I mean, he is
Yeah.
18 seconds ahead of Stoffel, which is enough. I mean, there's
So
11
Ron also
laps
just came
left.
out to put. It looked like a lot of guys jumping. Shakes also just jumped up there. Shakes is on the soft now, so we'll see how racy Shakes is. He's got a
Yeah.
2 lap old mediums in front of him and a 9, and then he's got Ron on fresh
All
mediums
right.
as
So
well.
Arno also trying to make most of things here. He's behind Dan, so Dan gives him the space. Nicely
Yeah,
by
looks.
Dan. He knows he's not racing Arno at the moment. 2 lap old versus 13 lap old. Arno down or up into fifth position now, from a second to fifth. He's chasing after Brad, and he's got fresher
Yeah.
tires than Brad. So, a good spotted there by Arne, because he saw lost the bum again, lost the rear end,
Who's this now?
and that's
Arno.
Arne almost spun
Yeah.
out again.
Again on this corner. Same corner. Same corner
Yeah, and that's a
basically.
3 second penalty for him.
Alright.
But yeah, good by Arne, because he saw everyone pitted in front of him, or
Yeah.
around him, and he just pitted. Safety car out, safety car out. That Shakes out.
Yeah.
Shakes.
DNF on.
I
Brand new
think,
softs as well.
yeah, I think just pushing a bit too hard. So this is now key. What do they do? What does the leaders do? Nick
I
will
would definitely
be.
put for the softs now.
Yeah, I agree. I think
Definitely.
everyone's going to go. So Nick's going to be not the. So Nick is in the wrong place on the track, unfortunately. The right person in the track is Dan. He's put on brand new softs. There we go. No, mediums for him.
Oh, okay.
Teachers in the pits. I expect this to be softs. Why? Yeah, that's brand new softs for teacher.
Yeah.
Here, Botha. I tell you what, this works wonders for Botha. He pitted for softs,
Yeah.
and this came out in his pit window. So he might just make up a couple of places
Yeah.
here. So he goes
He's
into
just made
9.
up. Yeah.
Hey, nicely done. So, what is Nick? Nick's popped into the pits. Yeah, rightly so. Softs it will
Yeah.
be.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah.
Mediums. So we might be wrong, and maybe Jeff is suggesting that the softs is not because I think the softs drop off from lap 7. So I think maybe
So
that's why
3
the
laps
guys are
under
going.
the safety car. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Storm is in the pits. He's put on softs. Stoffel is out in third. He's on brand new mediums. Brad is ducking into the pits now. Expect that to be softs. Arno is coming past. He's going to stay out. He's going to try to keep track position. He will get promoted by 1, so he will be back into 4th. Let's just see Brad in the pits. Yeah, Brad putting on
Yeah,
softs.
yeah, I didn't take the safety car into account. If you count the safety
Yeah.
car laps that you're not really putting me on, then softs is definitely the way to go.
Softs is the way to go, so I'm not sure what happened there. Salzmeister all ducking into the pits. Your one of your drivers. Softs he will probably definitely go for softs.
So this will make for an interesting last couple of laps.
Ooh, 5 seconds penalty there for Salzmeister speeding in the pit lane, so that's not going to help his scores.
Yeah.
Dan is coming fast, so Dan will take 7th. Here, Botha coming through the final turn now. He will also.
Is he gonna jump
Yeah.
Sals?
Yeah, he will jump Sols. He's on brand
And
new
both are
softs,
making
yeah.
up 2 places already.
Yeah, under the safety car, so he's. And he's got Dan in front of him on a slower tyre.
Yeah.
So, Kharaf up into 8th. And Ron is still sitting pretty in 6th position. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. New mediums, new softs, new mediums, 4 lap old mediums, brand new softs, new mediums. My word. At this stage, Arno doesn't look so sexy in 4th, but Arno has got the raw pace. I mean, he doesn't need tyres to get in
I mean,
the
he
edge.
outqualified the soft runners on the medium, so if you know anything's possible.
Absolutely. Alright, so while we wait for the drivers, maybe grab yourself a cool drink or something. I am going to grab myself quickly a cup of coffee, and we'll be back just now when the safety car restarts.
Definitely. Okay, so we have safety car coming in this lap. Still a bit slow there on the restart, so he's about 1.7 seconds already behind Nick. Stoffel even further behind with 3.7 seconds, so a lot of guys sleeping on the line. Looks like Arno's putting some pressure on Stoffel right now when he gets the overtake done. Side by side racing here, and he's just backing out. So Arno and Stoffel getting really close here.
Oh, I tell you what, this is close.
Yeah, he really got the overtake done. He nearly got it done. But it looks like Stoffel was really sleeping on the safety car restart.
Yeah, it also doesn't make it easy with the McLaren. I think it's Chapman's car ghosting all over the place. It's very difficult to pass through a ghosting car. Eventually, Stoffel gets through. I think Arne will want to probably get through on the DRS here on this ghosting car, so he doesn't get
no
too much
DRS
affected. Yeah, at least he gets past the McLaren, so yeah, he does. The next one to pass through the Ghost will be Brad. So Nick, a good restart by him. Storm now 4 seconds behind Nick, so ideal start for him. And then Stoffel losing also time. Arno, I tell you what, is getting very racy. So there is 7 lap. Yeah, there we go. Fastest lap, Nick 1:18.7. I tell you what, he's just been on it. He's been on it since lap 1. In practice or in quali, he just looks good. Right, so Arno chasing. Let's just see these position changes. It looks like Clay Solsmeister's in a pit. Maybe an error from your. I don't see any damage. I don't.
I have no idea.
Drive-through.
No idea.
Is this a drive-through? Yes, it
sure.
is. It is a drive-through.
To the drive-through.
Yeah. Look, it's not going to hurt him that bad. Nike and them is not close to him, so he will come out still in 11th. Buerta's still in 8th. He's chasing off. I tell you what, this pack of people racing against each other, you've got Stoffel, Arne, Brad, Ron, Dan, Buerta, and Teacher.
Yeah.
Jeepers, this is... Yeah, and this is just the annoying part of ghosting cars, because these ghosting cars are in the way. You can see guys are battling to do the corners with a ghost car in front of them. They lose, obviously, braking points. But, yeah, it is difficult. My word.
Okay, Porter finally clears the ghosting car.
Yeah, it looks like both McLarens are actually... oh, just one, sorry, apologies, only one.
No, Teacher's not that far behind.
Yeah, okay, no, Teacher's there. Dan is very close to Ron. This is going to be trouble.
This is getting tasty. This is getting tasty.
I thought that might be a nose, but it isn't. DRS not yet enabled, is it? No, not yet.
Not yet.
So it will be the next lap.
Oh, Dan is out of ERS already.
Oh, 3-second time penalty for Dan as well, getting a little bit too eager, so he's out of ERS. Ron managing his ERS very well, sitting on 63%. Buerta also managing it.
I don't understand that. Safety car just came in and is already out of ERS.
Yeah, probably used overtake in majority of his lap. It's not that difficult to use up all your ERS on a track like this. Yeah. So he might get into trouble with Buerta, because Buerta will get DRS on the next straight, and he will have probably a bit more ERS than Dan does. And Ron is really doing a great job here in managing it.
Ooh, and Dan lost the car.
There we go, lost it. Big accident. We actually saw that on the stream. Wing off, wheel off. That must be a safety car. That should be a safety car. It should be.
It's way off track, so let's see what happens.
Back into neutral, yeah, that is, my word.
That's a free place for Sol, so that brings him even higher in the points. Porter racking up the penalties.
Yeah, he is. So have a look at penalties for us, if you don't mind, yeah?
So we've got Arno on 6 seconds, Stoffel on 3 seconds, Ron on 3 seconds, both on a whopping 9 seconds. Then we've got Clay on 3 seconds, Sauls on a 5 second, Chaplin on a 3 second, and Nike on a 3 second.
Okay, so
And Ron just nearly lost the car and had to give nicely, didn't impede Bertha there.
yeah, but look, I think he probably knows that Berta's got 6-second penalties more than him, so he just needs to stay with Berta and he will get the position anyway. Brad, no penalties for Brad, so that's very clean by him. Stoffel getting very close to Arno here.
It looks like Nick is just pulling away up front. Almost 7 seconds now.
Almost 7 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, so Stoffel...
Right, so if we look at it for now, is that Stoffel will get the podium instead of Arno based on penalties. That's except virtual safety car out. And that is because of Dan. I think it's a bit delayed. But yeah, Stoffel will jump Arno based on penalties because he's got 3 seconds less. And Brad might just jump both of them.
I think it's safe. The virtual safety car is due to Dan, I think still. Might be.
Yeah, it could
unless
be a
somebody
delay.
jumps into the pit.
It could be a delay for that, yeah.
Unless somebody lost the wing on the track and brought out the virtual.
Yeah, I can't see anyone going into the pits on my tracker, so it looks all good.
Oh, Sauls, another drive-through for Sauls.
Oh my word.
Another drive-through for Nike. Nick's got a whopping 8-second lead now, wow. Arno getting really close to Storm now. Let's check that out.
Right, so Saki's saying it's Monza next week, so yeah, we're back into Italian country, love Italy. Hanku saying evening all. I hope the racers have their coffee for some extra concentration for some clean racing on the side. And he's obviously supporting Dan. Poinkies Español, yeah. Right, so Titus is saying very interesting strategies. Nick is on point there. Yeah, Titus, I tend to agree with you. Nick just from the moment go in Q1, he just looked on track. He didn't lose the car, set really good. He was fastest in Q1, fastest in Q2, fastest in Q3, got pole position, and just dominating at the moment. So brings back to what Super D says. Definitely Division 1 material, but it's something that hasn't been complained about yet. So it's something that the Red Bull team is not actioning at the moment. And like I said, I would like to give my drivers the opportunity to win a world championship. Right, so Arno now getting very racy to Storm. I'm not sure if Storm at the moment or if that softs are going off, but he was well ahead of Arno. And Arno now very close to him. There is 2 laps left. Arno needs to clear him very quickly and try to build a gap because he is almost out of range of Stoffel, so he might hold on to podium. Brad's probably not going to get podium. He's got DRS now. Ooh. We sound like a bunch of elves.
That was extremely close. Yes,
that was too close for me as a team principal. I almost had a big happening in my pants. Luckily not. So let's see if he can do it. Yeah, let's see if he can get past him on this lap. Looks a bit closer. He's got some DRS wide open. Storm taking the inside line, picking it nice and early. Don't weave. Sticks to the outside. Nick, yeah, I don't know. Very late braking. Nice. Wow. That is Storm. Really good braking there by Storm Williams. That is Daniel Ricciardo at its finest. He braked so late there, it was ridiculous. You see, the big problem for I don't know years is if Storm does hold him up for another lap, he's going to get into trouble. Stoffel will jump him onto the podium. Yeah, and it's going to hurt Red Bull a bit.
What a break there.
Yeah,
that was brilliant by Storm.
That was legend. So we're going to keep on this battle. I don't see any close battles further down. This is the closest battle on track, so we're going to stick to this.
Yeah. I thought Arno did that and dusted, honestly.
Yeah, I also thought, but I mean, both drivers gave each other space.
Yeah.
And to be quite honest with you, Storm is on the soft. It's brand new soft, so they're 6, 7 lap olds now. So you expect the softs to be a bit more grippier, probably break a little bit later, exit a bit sooner. I don't know, has got some, runs a bit wide, a bit over
Bad
eager.
exit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bad exit. He's not going to
bad
get it
exit.
done. Yeah, that's not going to
Yeah.
happen. Yeah.
He's using his overtake, so he feels he might be able to get it done.
Well, I think he probably just wants to get close and see if he can't get him in. There is a lot of braking coming up now, so he can
Still
recover.
forcing him to use his ERS now. He's currently sitting on 20%.
Yeah, and Storm really doing well. I mean, he's sitting on 44% ERS, so he's not using any really unless it's necessary. So good skill by Storm. So let's see. This is the part of the track which I think the softs will just be overpowering slightly. Getting out of corners, yeah, they are a bit more worn, but we're not at the cliff yet. And also remember, Arno is on 13 lap old medium, so this is not like Nick and the rest of the team on 8 lap old medium. So he's not going to get close on this DRS. The last thing he wants is another penalty. No, he's not going to get it done. Yeah, that is it. That I tell you what, that will be a podium for Storm.
Yeah.
So let's just see with Nick. Let's follow him around. We haven't been a lot with him, but flawless. No mistakes. A nice holiday for him in Cape Town. Comes back stronger than he was. And a convincing victory. There we go. That's it. Red Bull. Victory for Nick. So proud.
Yeah.
That is brilliant stuff by Nick. He wins with over 8 seconds. Storm crosses the line in second. That will be his first podium. Let's see what happens with Arne and Stoffel. Stoffel just got a penalty in the last. Let's see, Stoffel, yeah, Arne finishes ahead of Stoffel. Let's see where Brad pops in. Brad pops in at 5th. Ron, yeah, everyone crosses the line. So Arne getting a podium
I'm super
there.
proud of Storm. Super proud.
I tell you what, my driver of the day is Storm Willis, most definitely.
That last late braking where Arno nearly had the job done, yes. What Storm got a 22nd? How did he drop down now? That's a game glitch. Storm dropped now from 2nd to 8th, getting a 22nd penalty and
Mr. Team Principal, you need to get footage and supply that to the stewards.
How did that happen? That's Codemasters.
Yeah,
that's
I've got no idea
Codemasters.
what's going on, yeah. Yeah, I got no idea.
How after the finish line you get a 22nd penalty?
Yeah, I just unless that's what happened to me. If everyone remember nicely, when everyone gave me lots of issues about that, when I get my 22nd drive-through penalty. Because
not after the finish flag.
Well, I got it. Well, you never know. He might have ignored yellows at a stage and exceeded the safety car, and they didn't give him a drive-through because there's not enough laps left. So let's see. I mean, obviously that is worth a protest. Let's see if anything comes from that. Hopefully he's got recording on that. But the final results, I mean, we're going to take it as it is for now. We're not going to base it on penalties. It is Nick in first, Arne in second, Stoffel in third. But expect a
I hope that's a
Storm.
Codemasters glitch. Please, because yes, it's from 2nd to 8th.
Well, if it is under the safety car and he did get a 20-second penalty, obviously we know the rules, that can't be protested. But hopefully for him it can be something that can be reversed. It is Brad in fourth, a very good recovery drive by Brad in the Alpha Tauri. Ron in fifth, well done to him. Teacher in sixth, Huerta managed to recover back to seventh. He was at a stage in a second position after this great start. Storm expect him to be further up the field if protest is successful. Clay getting good points in 9th, Solsmeister in 10th, Chaplin 11th, and Nike scoring the last point here in Spain. Can you just see if you can get for us Nick, Arden, and Stoffel in? Let's just have a chat with them.
I'll do that. Let's see if I can get Nick, Arden, and Stoffel. I don't think I have Stoffel on my friends list, but I'll check quickly.
If you can just check, or else I will send him an invite quickly. It's all good. I just want to go down the list here, just for us to work out everything.
I've got Arno, got Nick. Let's see Stoffel. I don't have Stoffel.
Alright, so I will get Stoffel in quickly into this. So let's just do that, and then you can maybe just start with the interviews for long. Let's just see. There we go. Let's just wait for everyone to pop in. I see Nick's in, Arno's in. Yeah, I think start with the race winner. Let's get this done, D. Go for it, my man. Premier Division 1. Premier Division. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm having a bad cough here. Sorry. No, 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 no. I spoke about it earlier, and I mean, we're comfortable with it. Well done, legend. Well done, well done. We'll talk later during the week. Well done, Mr. Red Bull. Thanks, brother. Right. See, that's how I like my team. I'd like to have a dedicated, focused guy like Nick, and then a guy who just picks us up and races well like Arne. I'm happy with my team. No, 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 I think you were going on the inside on the DRS straight, and he just sticked wide, and you went for the over. You were actually past him, and he just broke like 100 meters later than you. My word. Look, I tell you what, from my side, I don't know, well done, mate. I mean, you had good pace in qualifying. You were a little bit unlucky in the race, losing the car twice, but I don't think it was easy tonight. I saw everyone battled except, obviously yourself and Nick and even Stoffel did really well. So it's good points for Red Bull, mate. It's a happy night for us. Here we go. Well done, Team Red Bull. Look, I tell you what, everyone's going on about Nike also, obviously, coming to grips with the game. But I think for me, so far, the most improved driver of the season is Stoffel. If I look at starting in Austria, where we were, and where we are now, mate, really good. I mean, you put a lot of time and effort in the game, and hats off to you. It's not easy. There's other games to play except F1, but it shows practice works, and you showed it tonight. So well done, buddy. Well done. It's all a pleasure. Yeah. No, I tell you what, I think it was a good expedition tonight for Division Two, and yeah, well done to everyone. We will have a look at Storm, and we're not sure what happened to Storm. He was a very good second, and he got a 20-second penalty after the race, which we're not sure of why. So we'll investigate that. But for now, it is your top three. Well done, guys, and we'll see you next week in Italy. Yay! Buongiorno. Love it. Love it. Exciting times. Thanks, Nick. Well done, buddy. Thanks, Arnu. Thanks, Stoffel. D, thanks so much for joining me. And before I say goodbye, just catch up on Premier Division tomorrow night. They're also in Spain. And I bet your bottom dollar it's going to rain because all the Premier Division races rain. So get your raincoat on, get your umbrella. It's going to be wet and wild in a non-pornographic way. But join me in Super D tomorrow night. And I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Dominic, thanks for joining me. And we'll catch up next week again. Thank you so much. Ciao, ciao.